What is up, YouTube? It is Blonde Lydia, and I'm going to be showing how I do my hair for bed. So everyone's always asking me like how I get these really natural looking curls. So I decided I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna show everybody once and for all. So if anybody asks me in public how you do your hair like that, I'm just gonna say, just watch this video. So here we go. And I felt like going live would be the best. So I have showered. And now I'm going to be brushing my hair with my wet brush. My hair is basically dry now, but I'm using my wet brush just in case because my hair is very fragile. So the best way is to use my wet brush just to make sure there's not that much breakage. And I have a ton of hair coming out right now. I didn't brush it at all today before I took my shower though, so that's why all of this hair, I think you have there's a certain amount of hair you're supposed to lose in a day, and when you don't brush it, it just stays tangled in your hair. So, how do y'all feel about the blonde? I'm living for it. I needed a blonde moment, but she left my roots still really dark. I am a level 5 brunette, which just means, so 1 is the darkest you can be. And I'm a level 5, and that was from the hairdresser. That's what she told me. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm a level 5. Okay. Trying to get through this without panicking. I don't hate going live, but it definitely puts pressure on me. Just being in front of the camera in general, but I've really been enjoying not having to edit anything because I filmed the video of me, I'm spacing. It's been a long week. But, hi there, I like the layers. Thank you. I love them too. My girl did a great job. Okay. Trying not to ramble, but I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I don't even know if I miss it, honestly. I really don't know. But so yeah, okay, so first off, before we just jump into it without any explanation, these are my knee-high socks. They're SpongeBob, and I have never worn them. So what I did is I tied the toes together like this, and I lay it over my head, like that. And then I take the first layer and I pull it straight back. And you gotta pull it tight because this is loose fabric. And then you do like that, and then you add another piece to it. And then you pull it straight back like that. What I try to be careful of is making sure not just to grab these front bits, but to grab the pieces from the back as well and pulling them forward. So the trend of putting that wire silk loop thing over your head like this is the same thing, but just cheaper. I didn't have to buy anything. I just used the stuff that I already had, and it works basically the same way, if not better. Maybe my hair just curls better because it's so thin. But my curls are a lot more intense than anybody else's I've seen on the trends. And I think it's because I'm using socks and not a wire lace tool to make it curly. I am sweating like a sinner in church right now. This ring light is so hot. I did not miss this at all when I was filming. This is why I always filmed outside and just sweat normally. It's right after a shower though, so I do not want to be sweating. Okay, so I'm just adding more pieces to the main piece, and it's getting thicker and thicker. And then I keep trying to pull it up and back. So I try not to just put it around the middle here. I try to leave space because there's still a lot of hair right here that needs to be added on, and I try to take small pieces so that the curls are going to be more defined and there's going to be more of them. And it's easier to keep everything so it's super curly. And here I get tighter with it and I make sure they're touching, and I just go all the way around. And this takes me a minute because my hair has gotten freakishly long, so it's gonna take you a little bit longer depending on how long your hair is. And then I take my regular hair tie and tie it around the bottom. don't let go of it during this phase. You need to hold on to the hair the entire time, or else it's just going to unravel. Last time, pulling it all the way through. And then make sure you tie the toes together so you can do this. You stick your hand inside the main piece here, pinch the hair tie, and then you pull the sock over your hair, just like that. And then, not letting go still, you take one of your scrunchies and you tie it around the bottom, just like that. And then I kind of adjust here. And that's one side down. And then I do the exact same thing to the other one. Hi, Corinna. Merry Christmas to you. Did everyone have a good Christmas? Mine was amazing. It was a great time. Got to see everybody. But I'm ready for the new year. I'm ready to start a new phase of life because, and this is all just the beginning of it, like doing my hair and everything. I got like my belly button pierced, you know, so just all kinds of craziness that I've been trying to incorporate in my life. And those things are crazy for me because that was such a big deal for me to have like virgin hair and only have like 2 piercings, like my ears and everything. And life has just changed a lot for me. So now I'm just like, I'm gonna try whatever I want to try. And I'm not gonna do any tattoos. Tattoos, to me, they're just not my thing. And I don't really find them attractive, so I'm not going to put something on my body that I find unattractive. And that's no shame to anyone who has a tattoo, like, do you. But for me, I just don't like them, especially. And I feel like they're always, like, some people who I know have gotten a tattoo drunk, you know, and it was like a drunken decision. And I'm like, you know, they should be really well thought out. Like, you're supposed to think that stuff out. You're not supposed to get it when you're drunk. My friend told me this story of how she was working and this one guy came up, and it was like at a water park or something, so he came in with his shirt off and he had the Grim Reaper, straight up Grim Reaper on his chest. And she was like, what's the story behind that? Like, why the Grim Reaper? Like, why on earth would you get the freaking Grim Reaper tattooed on your chest, or tattooed anywhere for that matter? Life decisions. And he was like, I got drunk at a bachelor party. Yeah, that's a great story. You know, it just, not for me. So anyway, my craziness is going to be to a limit and nothing that is permanent. Hair grows back, piercings close up, you know, really simple stuff like that. I'm not going to be jumping, you know, into a TV show, Marriage by First Sight. I've been watching that show and man, it is crazy. I just watched the 12th season. It's on Netflix and I bum off my brother's account. And then I sucked my mom into it, so we've been watching Marriage at First Sight, and the things that people do and say on live television is insane, because I have 4 people watching right now. You know, nobody cares about this, but when you're actually, like, putting your dignity on the line like that for anyone to watch is insane. I would never be able to do it. But I thought, like, if I was gonna do anything crazy on it, like on a TV show, Marriage at First Sight, I still can never do it. I can never do it. No. I need another drink. Oh. That's not water, by the way. You know. It's Christmas. I'm having a good time as an adult, as a legal adult. Hate all you want. I wonder if I do have any teetotalers following me. Which, again, no hate. If you want to be a teetotaler, that's fine. I like a little bit of alcohol every now and then. Safely at home. So we're at the other end, again, as tightly as you can, but I have a lot of hair. I've always seen my hair as very thin. Maybe it's thick, maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's very long. There's a lot of it. And that's why, I don't know, I feel like it could be better. This whole situation with the hair is a little crazy. So I put the hair tie on and now I'm folding the sock over it. Just like that. And I got I don't have the same color scrunchies. I'm not OCD, so it doesn't bother me. So for all my OCD watchers, I'm very sorry that I have not matching. I usually use like the same colored one, but these are silk, and it's better to use silk for your hair. It causes less breakage and damage, and you'll see all this hair is coming off of my wet brush. That's great. I need to throw that out. Anyway, last thing I do is I take my silk. It's very important that it's silk. The little bit of research I've done is that silk bonnets, silk cap, that's what I call it. I call it a silk cap. I know a lot of people are like, it's a bonnet. I don't care. You call it whatever you want. I'm gonna call it whatever I want. This is a silk cap. And you know, in those old Victorian times and stuff, I always saw these girls like using silk ribbons and like tying their hair, and like watching Jane Eyre or Pride and Prejudice or Sense and Sensibility. You know, you saw them with those, the rag, what the heck are they called? Rag curls? Maybe? I don't know. But they used to do it because, you know, if their hair didn't curl naturally, they had to make it curl. So anyway, I use my silk cap and I just put it on like this, and I tuck this stuff in, and I look really crazy. And I stick it in like this. Just like that. It's all lumpy and sticking up. My family's very used to seeing me like this. And then my hair looks amazing in the morning. If you follow me on social media, you'll see what it looks like. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to do. I gotta get out from behind this ring light because it is very bright and I'm sweating after my shower. So that's great. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I love you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Let's see if I can do this without being too cringy.